Start. So yeah, hello everyone. I'm Priyansh. I'm with Custom GPT from past 8 to 9 months as a DevRel for them, and we have Marco as well. Alden might be joining in a while, maybe. So Marco usually handles our product services, product designing, and everything related to product. Marco is your guy to go. He won't be giving a demo that he usually gives like in past of his hours. He's been quite busy, so he's just come here for you in case you have any questions related to the product or feature that you want us to build. Yeah. And agenda, a quick intro, what we were up to in past, just let me give, yeah, what we were up to in the past 2 weeks. And then I'll just demo a few things, custom UI, n8n, and Chrome extension. So yeah, this is the image we used to send out emails. So just to get you guys curious about it. Moving next. Recording, yes, recordings will be available and will be sent to all of you by mail after this call ends in a few hours when we get the recording from Google. That's it. And yeah, if you still are not on our community Slack where we share all updates, please join it. Here's QR code. I'll just wait for 5 more seconds so that you can use your phones. In case you already are, and it's a good thing as you are here. Moving next, what got improved in the past few weeks? So for all the weeks, the past 2 weeks were also busy for us. We shipped quite a lot of things. One thing that primarily stood out was having a custom button in the UI. So suppose the screenshot you have, what is HTML tag? So this agent says, I don't know. Schedule a call with an expert. So buttons like that are highly customizable to the response. You can add it in persona. You can turn on or off features. It's in the UI. You might have gotten a mail from us regarding this as well. This feature is live. Suppose someone wants to give the information or book a call. Just have a button like this. The buttons will also match the UI and look and feel of your website. So that's also customizable. This is not in demo for now. It's something or more on the product side and not related to the API. But this is one of the major improvement that we did. Add any buttons that you wish to directly in the responses. And yeah, maybe lead capture or things or highly targeted buttons that you want to add to UI. That's a place to go. Then we also added granular permissions. Now, the previous MCP link that we used to give to our users was able to do anything. It can delete projects as well. It can send messages. But with the server permissions, now if you turn off delete agents messages, so even if you say you connect your MCP server to Claude or any other agent and say delete this conversation, it won't delete because you have turned off that setting. So this helps with security, maybe like a bit security related. If people are not, like you don't know few people and they have access to your MCP link, they might be able to delete your messages, but now it's not possible. You have permissions to stop that. Read access, write access, or delete access. So we added this just last week. And yeah, these were two of the major improvements. Now let's get to the regular updates. So I'll just pause for a while in case anyone has any question with regard to all the things that I discussed till now. Just stop it sharing right now.
Priyansh, the call to action buttons that you mentioned, you just shown us now. How many can you have?
Per chat, or like you want multiple buttons in one?
So if you wanted to, I don't know, for example, a handover to a live agent, or you have a product query. So I've just an idea of how many buttons you could have in that chat function.
Okay,
so yeah, so here you've got schedule call. I think we schedule call with an expert.
Yeah.
So I can take that one. Okay. Anyway, so right now it is one button per agent. So you cannot put multiple, but we will probably add something like that later.
Okay.
You're muted, Priyansh, I think.
Oh, sorry. So this is the Slack community. We also added UTM text, but it did not make it to the major improvement section. So feel free to join Slack channel and see what all improvements we did in the past 2 weeks. This was 29th October, like 7 days from now. Great. Then moving on. So demo time. So one of things is this little chat button. So if you have joined our last previous office hours, you might be knowing we created something called a starter kit. So this is not exactly starter kit. Let me show you what is starter kit, so you know exactly the distinction between that and this. So this was basically using all our APIs and making kind of a limited but open source version of the custom GPT platform using our APIs. The things that you were able to do there, you can do here as well. But now we also had embedding agents and like these kind of agents or floating chatbot which you click and just talk with it. But it was a bit hard to integrate into your website because it was a part of starter kit itself. But yeah, you had voice there as well, mobile PWA and things like that. But now what we have done is, now you get, let me just show it to you live now. Yeah, so now you just have a UI and you need to deploy this to Vercel. You get a link, and that using that link, just add the script tag to your website, and that's done. So it's basically two-step process. It's no longer dependent on starter kit. However you want to make the function of the UI, buttons should be this or that. Previously it was linked with the starter kit. This is completely redeveloped from scratch. So let me just like go and ask a question to it. It has its own animations. This was the let me answer it. Let it do its things. Yeah, it processes the things. You can see sources. So sources load after the agent has done answering the questions. You can show less, show more. Also get sources in this format. Now copy. If you click on this voice button, it will take some time and start dictating the answer that was generated by the AI. And then you can use this thing and tell it, okay, task of Microsoft Fusion. Hey, how are you doing? Now it will just transcribe and to just transcribe the question that you asked and write it over here. Then you got something called as voice mode. Now in this voice mode, you have a normal widget as well. So, hey, how are you doing? This will answer the question. Let me go to voice. Yeah, we have two modes here. Normal, like Jarvis looking like agent look. When it, yeah, okay. Give me a second. Yeah. Are you able to hear the voice? Okay. So this is it's still listening to me. So you get citations or like normal, not citations, captions below the things, whichever the your communication with this globe is doing it. And same thing, it will lip sync with the avatar that's here. So that's some little thing if you want to add to your website, little something we thought I should add it. So that's how the voice agent with the 3D avatar works. And you can do the same thing embedding on your website. So you don't have to have that little floating icon below it here. So that was one of the things we added. And it's simple. Just deploy the server and add that server's link to the embed script tag, and you are good to go. That's two steps you need to do. And the UI is, of course, highly customizable. It's open sourced. You can go to our integrations, custom GPT integrations, Discord bot, Instagram, Microsoft Teams, Slack, widgets, all are available. So there you have it. We also have two versions of this. One is normal widget, which is using Python as backend and Vue as frontend. You can run a Docker for that, Docker desktop, and build an image and deploy. Or if you don't want to do that, we also have something Next.js version of that with just one-click deployment on Vercel. So you don't have to have front-end and back-end different things to deploy. So that was, yeah, basically an embed of that. The second thing is, let me go back and yeah, make n8n. So we had a user last week who wanted to use custom GPT as their backend to store all the knowledge base. And then they wanted to answer, auto reply their emails. So what that guy did was he used to scrape all the email questions or email body put that in a Google sheet, and then created second column answers, in which the AI will answer over here, and then you used to take that answer and reply back to the email to that particular user from the knowledge base that was inside custom GPT. So we took that inspiration, and we built a small integration on how to exactly use custom GPT's API to answer this question. So let me run it once. Let me go and first clear this answers from here. So now this is a clear slate. I go back here. You either use n8n or make.com, whatever you wish to. If I hit run once, it will start the workflow. It's now processing. Now it will go here, and Google Sheets in it's, I think, updated. Let me go. Yeah. So I asked, hey, it answered, hey, how are you doing? Second question I asked, tell me something about Secure Guard Pro, and it auto-populated that field over here. Now, this is not the kind of thing that you would want to do, of course. But now this sets the precedence on how to use our API endpoint, which API endpoint to use, and how to configure this. So basically, which API endpoint to use, which should be the method, how to set it up, which should be authorization. This is the key which I'll delete after this call, just after this call. That's it. How, which it should be name, content type, value application.json. What should be the request content? So it took me a while to configure this, but now we have given you a workable template, which is over. Yeah. n8n make.com integration. This is the blueprint JSON that you have to just import to n8n. So I can go over here, click on settings. Okay, not on settings. I think I need to create a new one. So you can create a new scenario from blank using the JSON that we gave. Save it here. Create a scenario. Great. It has an line thing. Text parse, I think they changed some settings around here. Usually we have something called as import your JSON blueprint. Yeah, import your blueprint. So if you import our blueprint, that we have given over here, it will generate the exact scenario that I showed you. So that's how you can use our HTTP module and make your workflow anyhow, from Gmail to Sheet, from Sheet to Zapier, or like the world is your canvas. Then that was second part of the things. The third part of the thing is basically with something called as Chrome extension. So we have two parts to the Chrome extension thing. First is the normal extension, the UI, and a proxy server. So how it looks and feels like is, this is something you go over to extensions. You upload this extension folder. It has CSS, one manifest.json file with some icons and stuff like that. Feel free to add whatever the hosted version is for your Vercel proxy server. So once you do that, just if you want to test it out, just upload this extension folder to Chrome extension URL. It will load your Chrome extension. Now, if I click on this extension, it will load and ask me basically the same UI we had for the chat UI. And if I tell me something about Secure Guard Pro, it will wait. A normal workflow we had for widgets, exactly it's the same here as well. It will take a few seconds to answer, or just let me refresh it. It's been pending for a while. Let's start with a simple question. Hey. Yep. Hey, how can I assist you? You have get sources over here as well, and normal reaction button, copying down and things like that. If you refresh it, it will just again go back to the normal flow. So why we build this is like, first reason, 2 weeks back, Claude also launched something like Chrome extension. Second thing is, you can white label this for your own use cases. Like, instead of having a bot down here, you can publish this Chrome extension with your name or your agent name or whatever you want to have, and deploy this to Chrome extension. get it on the stores, have your people go and download this Chrome extension. I have a bunch which I use, Dark Reader, Blue Dot, etc. Now just they click here and start talking with the agent. So that gives us a bit of, you can say, flexibility or comfortness. Now, the same answer you get there with the same UI you get here as well. So that was a little thing we wanted to show you that we support that right now. So just white label it if you want to use it, if this is something that makes sense for your business use cases. So yeah, basically these three things were in the demo thing, the n8n, the Chrome extension. Simply, it also has the same thing. Deploy the server and then you don't have to anything add or embed it. Just change the manifest to point to the server URL and you're good to go. So that's all that it has to do with the Chrome thing, the Chrome extension thing. So I think, yeah, we covered it pretty much in 20 minutes. So open to questions regarding this or any other question that you have regarding our platform or the API thing as well. Let me just upload. And yep. Not to waste any month's time, that we just quickly wrapping up all the things that we had in store for you. So the floor is open to you, Dr. Malia or Bill Mario, Yaha.
No questions today. Thanks, Priyansh.
Yeah, no questions from me as well. Looking forward to test all of this.
Yeah, Mario, I wanted to ask you a question. Like yesterday, you mentioned you have your own chat UI. So is it advanced than us that we have now released for all the folks to use, so they don't have to build a UI from scratch? Or you can maybe give us some inspiration on what things you would like to have in this custom chat UI.
Oh, perfect. No, for sure. I'll think about it and I'll get back to you. But I guess there are a few things that I can share that we are thinking on implementing. But one of the things that we did is kind of a different direction that you took with the Chrome extension, but adding speech to text and text to speech using JavaScript alone. So this is one of the things. So
Okay.
I can share the details with you all after that.
Sure, sure.
It does have a few limitations, I should say, but it works.
Got it. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Great then. We'll just wait for 4 minutes and we'll call it a day then.
Priyansh, actually, one question for you about the action button, the call to action button.
Yeah.
How does it work through the API, or is it I guess additional metadata that will come on the response when I
So,
call the agent through the API?
Marco,
Or is it kind of embedded in the actual text that would flow to the user?
got it. So it's not something we are doing via API. I shared this because it was a major development from last 2 weeks. If it's coming to API or not, Marco will be able to answer on that.
Can you repeat the question, please?
The question was about the call to action button. When I use it through the API, or when I use requests through the API, will the buttons be something like encoded in the user message itself that's being stripped out or parsed by the front end?
Yes, so if you use it via API, it will be there, but it will be, you're right, in the format that is not parsed really, because what we do, we just add tags in these messages, and then we render them in UI, pretty similar like we do with those numbered citations.
Yeah, I got it.
So yeah, right now using this via API, I mean, you would need to like basically render it yourself in whatever
Oh, that's
So, yeah,
okay. It's just it's one thing or the other, right? I would have to process it anyway, so it's just a matter of where to look to process
Yeah,
it. So
yeah.
yeah.
It will. I am actually. You can check and then we can send it to you on Slack community. Like what exactly is the format? I will need to check that, but it
Yeah.
should be pretty recognizable.
Yeah, that will be helpful. So because if you send that to us, we can plan in advance on how to best leverage it when we are using the API instead of your agent interface. Thank you.
It's possible by API, but not that seamless maybe as of now, but it's possible. Okay,
Time, so we have to balance those.
great. So yeah, I think nobody has any questions. So we'll see you after 2 weeks again with some exciting updates from the API side of things. I still don't know what will be the agenda. I'll just confirm you over the email and community Slack as well. So yeah, happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday, everybody. Have a nice day. Have a nice weekend. Thank you, guys. Bye bye.
Thanks,
you very
Trish.
much.
Thanks,
Very much.
Marco. Take care. Bye.
Yep, take care.
Bye.